That's what they want. Yeah, this one is a bad one, but you know what? That humidity, just gotta say it, those curls will be popping for a lot of folks up there with their hair. So that might be something. That might be a plus for the humidity. What's not a plus is this. Take a look at that. Arleta, southbound 5. Now, usually we see stuff like this, in the 8 o'clock hour, 7 o'clock hour, it's always backed up. But this one is because of an accident with a little bit of a mystery. Got California Highway Patrol out there taking away several lanes. Motorcycle crash. That motorcycle's still here. The person that was involved in the car is still here. The rider, MIA. That might be one of the reasons why they still have these lanes taken away. What's it doing to the drive? It is destroying it. 34 minutes from the 405 to the 170. Ouch, that is tough. Maybe take that 405, kind of get around it depending upon where you need to be. Surface streets, I can tell you Laurel Canyon really starting to fill up as well. Try not to use that one. I would stay on the freeways, but if this is your drive, definitely figure a way around it. Also, the 170, you can get to it, but you got to get past that crash to make that transition. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. All right, let's get out of here. I don't know why I had to add that curls are popping thing. It didn't even flow. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I know there's a lot of green in that shot. Let's make it. Come on, camera. That's probably better. That's better. Is it? I have curly hair. When it gets humidity, when the humidity it starts coming up, I get those. I call them Jewish locks, but other people might call them like old phone cords. Let's drop it to 0. Let's see what happens. Hey, look at that. It seemed like that. I wonder if it's going to take it, though. I saw that. It shifted back. Now it's good again. Stay there. Stay there. No, went right back. No good. No good. All this scratching's making me itch. Uh-oh. Scavox, TOC, lost that IFB. We're not giving it back to you either. I bet it's back. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Also, the 710, where the 710 ends, is where we're going to do our spotting stew today. So sometime before 8, if we can get over in that area. It's called the 710 stub. It's on the northern end where the 710 ends. I'll get you a heading, but it's kind of over by, what is that? East LA, Alhambra, Pasadena, something up in there. It's about time. Just don't mess with the helicopter safety. Got them dubs on the stroller. I think we are. I don't know. Jeremy said something about he's in Disney World. Man, Jeremy's got the life. That's all I got to say. Every time I text him, it's like he's somewhere, not here. And then I think we are live, and then he's like, hey, if it doesn't, and that's the thing too, it's not, I mean, as much as he doesn't pay attention to us going live, I'm not paying attention to when we're not live. Yeah, we got a few loyal viewers. We got a few loyal viewers. But that's because we're like, it's so hit and miss. You got to be reliable. You got to be reliable if you want, real viewers. What is the 3 kilos reference? Bum, 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 bum. Mustard Mama, I still haven't gotten my t-shirt from Marcel. That's probably more my fault than his fault. Do not give him crap for that. I want that t-shirt. He's probably trying to do though. Well, Stu never picked it up, so I'm gonna keep it. But then I bet you he already has one. Maybe he needs an extra. I know how that Marcel is. Maybe 3 kilo bailed. Maybe maybe he will like hit it and quit it. Yeah, I'm sure he does, but he's probably, like I said, probably got mustard stains on his Mustard Mama shirt. Probably trying to get mine as a replacement. What are you thinking? 110 South? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Did I leave the lights on? Oh, yeah, I left the kitchen lights on. Oh, no, Mario. That must be nice. That's 64. Look at you, Chris. Chris doing some piloting this morning. Acting like a helicopter pilot. I'm loving it. Just kind of, yeah, we're in this one for sure. Kind of pick a freeway. We're going to do south. Let's do 110 south. But if you want to park here, I'll mention the 10. Look at the blue cars. Hey, we're checking out some of those blue cars. Only counting the blue cars. Isn't that a song? I don't know. Anyways, we're taking a look at downtown. Made our way out here. I can tell you, you are pretty much correct, as always, Maria. It is nice and cool. What else is cool? Well, the drive. Let's talk about the drive. We're taking a look at the 110 and the 10 right there. I picked the 110 northbound. Take a look at that. Headlights, not so good. You're very slow. Look at that. Let's use our words, too. It is definitely slow and go on that northbound 110. Coming away from the 105, still pretty good. You're starting to hit the brakes right about Slauson, and then you can see it. It is a slow drive up to the 10. Southbound, it's about the reverse of that. Look at that. Looking really good right here. As you make your way into the South Los Angeles area, you start hitting the brakes just past MLK and Vernon. You can see those red lights out there. A little hazy in that South LA area as well. But I can tell you that 110, I'm going to call it moderate this morning on this Tuesday. Give yourself just a little extra time if your drive is between the 10 and the 105. Sending it back to you all in the studio. All right, next one's sponsored. I leave it all up to you, my friend. Wherever you take me, I will talk about. Marble. Ohio. I went back to Ohio. My pretty countryside. Yeah, it is. I think the sunrise is going to be freaking awesome. That's why I'm kind of picking over there. Thank you, Gary. I'm waiting on the sun. Delta. Good morning, Delta 9. Oh, not the cat. Maybe the cat went with him to help him in the next realm. Rayan and Orion. Rayan and Orion. But it's worth it. That's sarcasm. Schwarzenegger's just all over the place, man. So German. Actually, he's Austrian. Yeah, it's basically it's basically just saying, I know this is the way we're going to vote, and we're going to just go ahead and, we're going to get 5 more seats in the Senate if we vote this way, if we redistrict. And, they basically sidestepped a bunch of rules to make that happen. I mean, that's really what it's all about. I can't, and it's not a one-sided argument. That's really what it is. And it's going to cost a crap load of money to do it. And it's, it's just, I think it's getting a little personal also between Newsom and Trump, Well, whatever. Crash-proof planes. I'm not buying it. I need to stay away from political stuff. I don't know enough to argue it. Which one? In Irvine. Live Moss. I'll be back. McGinnis! Yeah, these were more like 747s with airbags. I'm being serious. It's sad to say, but I think talking politics shouldn't be allowed ever. No, that's not true. I am going to sacrifice camera picture for trying to get that sunrise. Let's park right here, please. We got sponsored coming up, and I'm going to talk about the 60. Morgan and Morgan, Stu. Jacoby and Morgan. Oop, it's peeking, it's peeking. Oh, there it is. Ba-ba-dum. That sunrise just peeking out of there. And you know what? I'm going to use that line, Jen. Wink, wink, nod, nod. When the roadway shines, give yourself extra time. That's a keeper forever. That sunrise, though, just beautiful. This traffic report brought to us by Morgan and Morgan. What else is beautiful? The 60. Oh, take a look at that. Oh, you know what? I love it when I can say freeway speeds are better. And this is what's actually going on between the 605 and the 710 this morning. Either direction, if you're going east or west, well, you can't go north or south on that. But that 60, a fantastic drive. If that's your ride this morning, you got it made. But I hear we got some traffic hotspots, and we're going to check those out right now. All right, take me somewhere. You want to keep pushing into the sunrise? Maybe get over to 605? Okie dokie. I wonder what kind of music you guys listen to. I can't hear that music. Dance music. Current updated status. Wow, that's great, Eric. She sounds so excited about that. Wow, that's great, Eric. We're on the rolling around the 60. I'm trying to grab a white balance. The city of El Monte. Where would you like us to be, Freddie? Campfire. Ooh, I like the green. 55-pound infant. What's that, like a 3-year-old? $3K. Right. Tossing the break. Duh. I know, Robert Redford passed. It's sad. Oh, but I wanted to talk about so much stuff. I wanted to talk about my stroller days. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, let's kind of park here. Thank you. Oh, all this scratching's making me itch. Everything. I am not sure. Azusa. I think we got Maria first. We got Maria first. Blasta. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Pilot Chris said, you know what, Stu? We haven't done Hacienda Heights in a minute, and you love the Hacienda Heights. And I do. I love the Hacienda Heights. Take a look at that 60 drive in the westbound. You kind of letting me down just a little bit. Really bunching up, kind of slow and go. And it is moving along well from the 57 till you hit about Azusa, and then it just gets a little worse and worse and worse until you get to that 605. After the 605, though, it does open up as you make your way into the El Monte area. Eastbound, take a look at that. Wide open, moving super well. 605 to the 57 and beyond. Looks like a great drive. They say we're going to take a break, but I can tell you we're going to keep working, and we expect you to be back after the few words from our sponsors. All right. Where are we going now? Yes, sir. Yes. It's going to be a minute, but what? Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'll give you a time because it's not going to be quick. Wrong button. There we go. Ay, kabumba. We're about 13, 14 minutes away. Do we have another one? Top of the hour, 12 minutes. I don't know. Let's do a little direct, and then maybe we'll pick up, hopefully we'll be able to pick up something on the way. I mean, direct right now is keeping us over the 60, but maybe, yeah. I don't know if it's going to save us much time because we got to go over El Monte. Jeremy's having too much fun. He's at Disney World right now. He's probably not paying much attention to the feed. We all need Jeremy's life. I wonder if we can all take turns. I know a couple of Jeremys, and all the Jeremys I know have what appears to be from the outside very pleasant lives. If I ever had a son, or if there's ever a boy born into my family, I'm gonna make sure my kids name him Jeremy, so that he has a good life. McGinnis, that might be more of a description about me than the actual page. Second-degree murder. That's first-degree murder. He went after him with a gun. He planned it. Look at Jen being all professional. She saved the day. You have a great day too, Carla. We'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully. Yeah. Nothing. Uh, you're talking Burbank, right? No, we're going to be south of Vineland and Van Owen. Yeah, I would say south of. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He was in that. He was one of the Butch Cassidy or the Sundance dude. I'm not sure, but maybe that's the reason why he started Sundance. Maybe he was the Sundance. He probably was the Sundance Kid. It's all coming together now. Uh-oh, they're checking in with Maria. Just kind of don't go crazy, but head towards the freeway, please. We'll be fine. This is good enough. I kind of really want to get to this crash. Hey, good morning. Well, you know it's Glendale, and things are nicer in the Glendale area, aren't they? Take a look at that. That is going to be the 134 Skyfox rushing over to an incident happening in North Hollywood at the corner of Lancashire and Van Owen involving the railroad tracks and some cars. Hopefully everybody's going to be okay. We might be able to see that in just a few moments. On the way, though, we have been taking a look at some of the freeways. The two, do we even have to mention it? Moving along super well. The 134, this is a nice ride. It's basically from Pasadena all the way out to the 5 and a little bit beyond over to the 170. Looking like a great ride. If you're heading east or westbound on that 134 this morning, it looks fantastic. Just remember, if you're heading eastbound, that sunrise is bright like your day. Bring those shades. Keep it cool. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Got it? Thank goodness. Is there any issues with the? Oh, you're right. It is kind of north of the freeway. I thought it was going to be the airport. I thought it was going to be south of. Um, oh, it is south of. See. Um, is there any issues with the train? Is it a metro or is it a? They are closing the train tracks. Okay. 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 I um, Chris, I'm not playing. I appreciate the updates. I do. Thank you. Look at that. We got a Metrolink stopping at the crash. How about that? Pardon me? Hey, Bill, good morning. Snikes, 2, 4, 5 vehicles, 6 patients happening out here in the North Hollywood area. And the Metrolink has to be cautious of making its way past this intersection. No vehicles directly on the tracks, but a lot of activity out here. Blah, 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 blah. How does that happen? I don't want to find out. These guys need to get back to work. Come on, guys, get back to work. This looks like a kid's version of a crash, you know, like where you're playing with cars. "30 seconds or 30 minutes. Which one?" Got it. Six. Sorry about that, guys. Doing a little multitasking up here. Sorry about that. 5 vehicles involved in this crash. 6 patients. LA City Fire Department arriving out here. This is all in the North Hollywood area. This is on Van Owen, right at Vineland. You can see the railroad tracks are right there. Now, you can see none of those cars are on the tracks, but the Metrolink is definitely stopping this, so this is going to be affecting Metro as well. Keep that in mind. Now, I'm sure they're going to let them pass as soon as it is safe, but we do know that for all those injuries, nobody is very seriously injured, so it's a bunch of minor injuries, but this is good news. But take a look at that. How does something like this happen? You've got some of the arms damaged, vehicles upside down, some of them landing on other cars. Now, this is going to be here for a little bit. LA City Fire Department, some of the best out there, had to use some specialized tools to pop some doors to get those victims out of the car. Again, 6 patients going to be transported to local hospitals, 5 vehicles in total involved in this crash, and it also is right near the tracks, so the Metrolink may be affected. Again, this is in North Hollywood on Van Owen near Vineland. I'm Stu up in Skyfox, sending it back to you all in the studio. See, Bill, that's what happens when you try to be a good person and help out those other people that are hanging on. Are we doing the TikTok thing again? Really, guys? Yes. Copy all. Sorry about that, Bill. I kind of felt like as soon as I turned down our IFB, I knew it was a bad move. It was not a pimp decision. Look at that, waiting ambulances. 39s. Ambulance is coming all the way from Van Nuys. 2.5 minutes, just out of the break kind of thing. Gabriel. Is Jen okay? I could text her. You don't have to answer that. That might be personal. Yeah, it's crazy, right? I don't even want to know because that, you know, I know my guardian angel is going to be like, "Oh, you want to know how an accident like this happens? I'll show you. You'll be in the next one." Really? You work at Burbank Airport? Oh, that's right. Doesn't Welk have a hand in that, or has offices in that Atlantic or something? 40 seconds, copy all. I won't mess this one up, I promise. Well, now I did it. I'll try not to. Ten seconds to a Roxia. Copy. Roxia, Bob, take a look at this. This is a crazy scene out here in North Hollywood. LA City Fire Department still working with some of those injured right there. The last of the two are actually just getting on gurneys and being brought over to ambulances. 5 vehicles involved, 6 patients total, and it also is affecting that Metrolink railway. You can see it right there. One of these trains coming to a stop as Skyfox got here because they're waiting for it to be safe for it to go through. So this is going to start affecting some of the Metrolink times as well. If you're taking the Metrolink, keep that one in mind. One of the vehicles right there, you can see those doors laying next to the car. Believe me, those doors didn't fall off. LA City Fire Department, they actually had to physically remove them to get to some of those victims. Now we're hearing that if there's any good news, no serious injuries involved here, but everybody involved in this crash going to a local hospital. Of course, they're going to have to clean this up. This is on Vineland, right at the tracks. The closest intersection is going to be Van Owen. LA City Fire, they're working very efficiently getting these patients out of here. After that, they've got to clear the wreckage to get that roadway open. So it's going to be a little bit before this is wide open again. But again, we good 5 vehicles, 6 patients, all going to local hospitals right now because of this crazy crash out here by the railroad tracks. I'm Stu up in Skyfox, sending it back to you all in the studio. I wanted to mention them, but I was like, yeah, get back to work, guys. Come on. You know they're real workers because they got the Walt. All right, I think we can bail. Let me double check. Freddie, can we bail from this? All the excitement over? Yep. Chewing gum losing its flavor. What do you want to pick up the 170 or something? We got time. All right, let's do that. Yeah, I just want to make sure we have some tape. I'll ask. I think we're a little bit back on that money crunch. Averaging what, like 2 point something a day? Is that also including your days off or just work days? Got you where you needed to be. I remember I was paying, oh my God, was it 650? And it was, the building was, well, it wasn't new. It was refurbished after the earthquake. Van Owen and Louise, it's that low rise, that concrete low rise over there. And the one bedroom was nice. It was a nice one bedroom. And this was, you know, this was back before the crazy happened, you know? It still seems high. Right. That's not so bad. Yeah. I think mine is 1,200. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, we'll probably wind up doing some breaking news or B-roll, but I kind of plan it. I got, we got a regular one and then sponsored, and then we get a break before the top. So that's kind of when I want to go grab it. Like East LA, where the 710 kind of ends. So 710 north of the 10. Sounds like a plan. One battle after another. Let me check in on our YouTubers. Our YouTubers. I know I kind of got quiet, got busy. The Sting. That would have, yeah, that was probably one of the big ones. Freddie can't refresh the tracker. Freddie cannot refresh. Jeremy has to refresh the tracker. Tracker is kaput. I know. I know. Hey, Christina. It's Marcel. It's Marcel. But Marcel might be a space cowboy. Nothing bougie. Mustard Mama, she's for the people. Coming up on traffic. Bill's like, get to work, Stu. What, do you want to do the 101 or I guess we're going to do the 10? Think we can get... you got Maria talking. That's about it. So 2 or 3 minutes, we can get up there. Yeah, we'll look to the north. Maybe we can start with beautiful Echo Park, which actually is pretty beautiful. It's amazing how it has made this beautiful comeback. Amazing comeback. Not MacArthur. Echo. Oh, this place used to be just like MacArthur Park. It just shows you what they can do when they put their minds to it. You know what I mean? Ducks. You know, the ducks are actually pretty tame out here in the Echo Park area. The geese are the ones you got to look out for. Take a look at that. It is just beautiful. You know, they brought this Echo Park back so well, and it just shows you what they can do when they put their minds to it. It has become a beautiful park once again. I drive by pretty much every day on Glendale Boulevard. What is not so fantastic? Well, let's take a look at that 101. We'll get through it, though. We'll make this work. Take a look at that. Really starting to build up out here. This is going to be north and southbound coming away from the 110 or going towards the 110 through Hollywood. Give yourself a little extra time, but it is that time of the morning. No crashes, nothing unusual, just a lot of that regular higher volume right now. So just give yourself a little extra time if that 101 is your ride through the Echo Park area into Hollywood or vice versa. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Let's do sponsored, which is going to come up quickly. Well, 9 minutes. Who's Maurice? Yeah, who is that? He's a space cowboy. Langers, man, I hope they can hold on because you know they're going to clean up MacArthur Park. They just have to. This used to be my favorite spot when we used to work nights. Some people call me Maurice. There you go. It looks good on the ground. Come on. Come on. Copy all. You know, SWB, I was actually one of the other graffiti artists follows me on IG, and I just kind of realized that, you know, I'm a huge fan of Pickle EP. Huge fan, huge fan. I am going to buy a print from Pickle EP at some point in my life. I think I'm getting back to the point where I might be able to pull something like that off. But at any rate, the reason I got to stay frosty because we got something coming up. I got to work, but I feel like I don't want to hype or talk about the graffiti artists because, you know, I don't want to take away from their edginess. You know, like all of a sudden it's like, hey, this old reporter dude in the helicopter is talking about them like by name. I mean, how cool can they possibly be? And I worry about that. So that's one of the reasons why I don't hype them too much, especially live. Hey, good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody. Hey, this report's brought to us by Jacoby and Myers, Injury Lawyers. Take a look at that 10 again. Oh, it is a tough one, and you know what? But this is that usual slowing. You're on the brakes as you pass that 110 westbound, hitting your brakes right around Arlington. So just a little extra slow. Get to enjoy that ride. Hopefully you're listening to some good music, maybe an audiobook as you're making your way over to that 405. It is going to be tough. Eastbound, a little extra as well. Take a look at that. Slow and go coming away from the 405. That's not usual, but we did take a peek. There is no crashes, just higher volume this morning. So east or westbound on that 10 through Mid-City, give yourself extra time. Let's go take a look at some other traffic hotspots. Bill, what's up? What's up, Bill? What happened? What happened? Oh, Rapid. Okay, sorry. Stop talking. All right, let's get over that 710 stub. When I do graffiti, my name is Slop. Let's go a little to the south and pick up some of that 710 so I can show a little 710. And then basically here, just take a look. You'll see it from the air. You can see where it's like they were going to continue. There was going to be some sort of like transition right there. But just we're going to basically fly it north almost all the way to Pasadena. Actually, you know what? I am wrong. Turn around. Let's fly north and just fly it. I'm going to record, but I think the portion that we're talking about is more Pasadena. That I see it, and because I watched what they were talking about. The map that they showed, I think, is the opposite side of this. I think this is where it would have wound up in Pasadena. So I'm going to roll on this just in case. Yeah, because this is all San Gabriel Valley. I think where they purchased the land was in Pasadena. Right? Yeah, I think when we get a little closer, you're going to start seeing like an area where looks like they were going to build road, but they didn't. And now I think they're going to turn that into what they're going to do with it. They're going to turn it into a park or whatever they're going to do. I think we just need to be closer to it to actually see it. Yes. Well, that would have been the freeway. But yeah, that's exactly the way to describe it. It's not that big of a piece of land. I mean, what are you going to do with that? You're right next to the freeway. You know what I mean? So Pasadena, St. John, California. And how are you going to access that? Unless they get rid of all of this, like this is all they want to get rid of all of this. I got to really go back and read this article. And I think they've already had their meeting, so I'm sure it's going to be like to be continued. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. 12-7. Okay. I'm almost done with this. We'll start heading out there. All right, that's enough of that. We are rolling, right? Yeah, okay. Back to Sherman Way. That's going to be probably in the valley. Valley. There you go. Now it's the Sherman Way thing. I haven't even really looked. Give me a second. But it says L.A., so I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be the possibility of a. It's right by Burbank Airport. This is the. I bet you it's a raid, a reported raid. It's a Home Depot. Yeah, it's on the other side of the 170, but it's right on the approach. Yep, we always get lucky. Yeah, we'll see what we can see. Where's the Home Depot? Is it next door? The dollar store. The dollar store. Or maybe this isn't the Home Depot. Maybe this is the El Super. Oh my goodness, I hope they didn't just grab the people that run this thing and just left. All right. It's not up to me. Well, I mean, this one, if they grab the curator, I mean, I can't see really. I mean, there could be people standing there, but we just can't see them. That's pretty crazy sad if that's the case, but. We're waiting for a plane to land before we can go over there. This is like right on the approach for Burbank. Anybody that drives Sherman Way would know this. Yeah, I don't see anybody at those two pop-ups. Yeah, I think that's why I'm being serious. I mean, if there is nobody around those two pop-ups, that is pretty much what happened. No, there's somebody here. There's somebody at this one. We'll get closer. We'll probably be able to see it better. And I think there's probably somebody at the other one as well. Just remember, we got to do traffic top of the hour. I know. I'll try to clean up the shot a little bit. Is that a person? I can't tell. Now we're shooting into the sun. Waiting for the sun. Dun, dun, dun. I think those are people. Yeah, there's people here. Yeah, there's people here. I thought maybe they grabbed the pop-up people, but no, there's people here. There's people at both of them. Yeah, whatever. Or maybe we can get back to the 101 and we'll just do the 101 as we're flying in. We still got a minute. Freddie, we got nada. Sorry, man. Let me look in the back just real quick, but no unusual activity at this location. You got to be quicker than that. Yeah. Yeah, let's pick up the 101, please. Freddie, you following them on IG? Because I follow one account on IG that Miami turned me on to. but but the yeah, but that's it's like by the time we see it, it's usually they're done and gone. After it happens. Well, we tried. Yeah, I mean, I think we can keep moving. Top of the 8. Sounds great, Bill. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Maria, it has been a busy Tuesday. That is for sure. And these hotter temperatures, you know what? Maybe Skyfox will get some work over by the shoreline and we'll stay cool as in temperature. You know what's not cool is that ride on the 101. Take a look at that. Now, that is going to be the northbound coming away from the 170, 134 split. Very slow and go even before you get to the 405 through the Studio City area. The other direction, southbound, coming away from the 405. You can see it right there. Also, kind of a grind. You'd think it'd be opening up by the time you get over to that Coanga Pass a little bit. I can't say it's going to be super slow, but either direction, give yourself extra time this morning. It's a busy Tuesday. Everybody's getting their stuff done. Probably we're getting ready for that weekend, which is forever away. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning. Copy. Thank you. We're going to head in. We've been busy this morning. Marcel is always lurking. He's lurking right now, I bet. Wilson, sorry you're getting here a little late. I got to go. We got to go. We got to go. Don't like saying goodbye, but we got to. I'm going to text Jeremy, probably out on Space Mountain or something. Maybe Epcot, doing something fun. I'll try to I will keep the picture up till we get to the ground, but I don't know where Jeremy's going to pull the plug. Hopefully he'll be able to push the button tomorrow, but apparently he's going to be there for 4 days. Who gets a 4-day pass to Disney World? Come on now. Actually, nothing against the Disney World, but the Universal out there is pretty awesome. Y'all gangsta, and I got nothing but love for y'all. Thank you for joining me again this morning. Megla Mountains. Ready for the daily. Scavox TOC on the ground. Van Nuys going to knock it down. Roberto, good to hear your voice, man.